Matthews, your public defender. The public defender's salary is paid for by the community, and he is charged with the responsibility of giving legal aid free of charge to any person who seeks and needs it. It is the public defender's sworn duty to defend the public accused of crime until they are proved guilty in a court of law. The case you are about to see is one of the most bizarre that this office has ever encountered. And yet it's all a matter of public record.
Everything clear on the watchman?
Everything clear.
It's bound to be wired with an alarm. Get the short circuit unit. Need any tools. I could do this by long-distance telephone. Okay, Fred.
Double play. The ball goes right off the pitcher. That's just a shortstop. But Eddie moves, and I make a drive for it. Hey! Hey, you!
Gentlemen. The Ice was a little company out in the Norwood district. About 4 of them. We got the one driving, but no trace of the money of the others. Thanks. Bob Carter, this is Bart Matthews, public defender. Bob, he came down at my request to see if he can help you. Sit down.
What's the matter? My face dirty or something?
There's going to be more than that wrong with you, Bob, if you don't come off your high horse and realize that I'm here to help you.
Why don't you guys give up? I already told the cop I don't know anything.
According to what Lieutenant Varga told me, you knew enough to break into that loan company, take a lot of money, and disguise yourself so that you'd be above suspicion.
Thanks for the nice words. Now, can I go back to my cell?
Don't you realize the seriousness of the charge against you? Suspicion of burglary. That's punishable by 5 years to life in the penitentiary, you know.
There's no suspicion. I'm their guy, all right. I know the score. The cop got my license number, and they identified me. I got careless and left my gloves off, so my fingerprints are all over the place.
But I've been advised that if you cooperate with the police, the DA's office may ask the court for leniency.
You mean I tell you what I know, and even if it don't help, they'll get me a break?
That's right. Lieutenant Varga promised me that he'll go to bat for you if you help him clear this up.
Okay. You got a deal.
All right, Bob, go on.
Well, it all started with a guy named Gill. I don't even know his last name.
But who was this Gill?
One of the nicest, no-good guys that ever breathed air. I don't guess I'd ever met him if it hadn't been for something that happened a couple of months ago. My old man died the year before. Ma had taken a job as a cleanup woman nights so me and my sister, Jenny, could get through school. Things were rough. Okay, Rick, give her the gun.
Hey, she all but sings now, Bob. You've got the touch of an angel on anything mechanical.
Well, thanks for the ride home from school. I gotta go in now and help Jenny with supper.
Yeah, they're having a clam bake tonight at Baptist Place. Pick you up at 7.
Sorry, Rick, I can't make it.
What are you talking about?
Well, you've been paying for my fun long enough. I can't do it myself.
The saddest story I ever heard. Pick you up at 7.
No, I mean it, Rick.
And why don't you change things, Bob? Make yourself a few bucks. I could help.
Look, you and I have been friends for a long time. How you make your money to buy convertibles and do it up brown is your own business. But it's not for me. I'll see you. Hi, sis.
I wish you'd be more careful with your shirt. This is the 4th I bought him this week.
You know, you're going to make some guy a great husband.
You're not funny, Bob. Not funny at all.
Hey, what's the matter?
Our class is having a prom next week. Joe Weeks, he's a real nice boy. He sits next to me in English. He asked me to go with him.
So, give the guy a break and go.
I told him to get somebody else.
Why?
This is the dress that Ma got for me to wear. Like it?
Sure, Jenny.
I wore it today. We had our class picture taken, and everyone wore their best outfit. I was proud. Real proud. I thought I was dressed as good as anybody, but...
Well, Jenny, honey, I don't get this at all.
We just had the picture taken when Margie Stevens comes up. She looks at the dress, and then she laughed and says it's the one that her mother gave to the clothes drive last week. Isn't it a scream? Mom got me a party dress from the clothes drive. One Margie Stevens to him face. Well, I'm throwing it away, too.
Gil?
Oh, yeah, what's on your mind?
Gil, this is Bob.
Oh. Sit down. You and Rick been good friends a long time, I gather.
Oh, ever since I can remember. He's a swell guy.
Said the same about you. Fact is, he told me a lot about you. Says you need to make some money. Bad.
I guess that's right.
Any qualifications?
Well, I'm good at anything mechanical, but who wants a guy not at high school yet?
Well, maybe I do.
Well, you mean it? You mean you'll hire me?
That depends on how bad you want to make money.
Well, if your old lady had to scrub floors all night on her hands and knees and your sister had to wear somebody else's clothes, how bad would you want money?
From what I hear, you got talent. Lots of talent. With what I can teach you, there's no end to where you can go. From the moment you come to me, you won't have any troubles about money. Your only problem will be cops. Well, what's it going to be, Bob? I contact the fellows by phone when there's to be a meeting. Tell them the time and the place.
Okay.
Oh, Bob. Tell your mother to quit that job, huh? And get that sister of yours a new dress.
I'll see you.
So, in the matter of a 5-minute meeting, the die had been cast. Young Bob Carter wanted money desperately, and Gil Wells had the means whereby he could get it. And between this boy and this man, there developed a great bond of devotion that seemed destined to bind them in tragedy as well.
clumsy, careless job is taken out. And you only have Bob to thank for not getting caught last night. Cracking that safe is as fast a job as I've ever seen. He's one of the best. But in spite of the blunders, it was a pretty good week. 3 service stations, a cafe, and a garage. $885.
Hey, what's this bit? Where's my cut?
Your cut? For what?
You're forgetting. I pulled that cafe heist.
You used a gun. I've told you, Fred, we don't use guns in this outfit. Now you go without a week's pay to make sure you remember.
Now, just a minute. Supposing a cop comes up. Cops have guns, and so do cafe owners.
You still got that gun?
Sure.
When is it, Don? Don, show him what you do if a man pulled a gun on you. Now, I'm sure you'll remember. Nice work, Don. Make sure you can all do it as well. All right, you're all warming up for that bakery job tomorrow night. Do it good, and I got a big surprise for you. Okay, I'll call to let you know where to meet. Bob, stick around a minute, will you?
Bob, I've got a date with Betty. How about meeting us at Vastus?
No, thanks.
I know. Jenny's alone. Nice guy. Who else in this outfit would think of his sister?
Seems like everybody's got something to say to you.
Yeah, what do you mean?
That's why I asked you to stick around. I wasn't kidding when I told the others you were good. The fact is, you're one of the best I've ever run across.
It's crazy. Look at this truck. A regular classroom. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
What's crazy?
You, me, this whole thing.
Well, what's so crazy about it? We've been pretty successful, haven't we?
I don't get you, Gil. You're a nice guy. Got lots of education.
What's on your mind?
I've been thinking about you. You know, if you were on the level, I bet there's nothing you couldn't do. You remind me of a football coach I had a couple of years ago. Nice guy, smart. We all liked him. The way I like you.
Well, one thing's on the level, kid. I'm no football coach. But thanks anyway.
Oh, Bob, we're so proud of you and grateful, too.
Ah, forget it. I'm the man of this house, ain't I?
Aren't I?
Okay, but I am. And my family deserves nice things like anybody else.
There's just one thing.
Yeah?
Man, I've been wondering.
What about?
Where you get the money?
I told you I got a job.
But what kind of job?
In a service station across town, I told you.
Sylvia Keller's dad works in a service station, too. And she says they're just able to get by. Bob, all these nights away from home, and you never let us know anything about what you do or...
Now leave it alone. I'll get it. Hello? Yeah. Right. I'll be there.
Another one of those phone calls. Where are you going?
Jenny, leave me alone.
Okay, you did it. And you did it good. Now you're ready for the big time. The Central Loan Company in the Westbury District. It's tomorrow night. We'll meet at the corner of 7th and Logan. There's a small carnival at the corner, and we'll get together there about 10. There'll be a baseball game letting out about that time, and you'll all dress like players. Okay? Now, there's somebody I want you to meet. Pops, come here. Pops, how many years you spent in jail? 17. So here's a good example of what not to be. Pop's one of the best safe men in the country, but he just didn't know how to be careful. Let's see that it doesn't happen to any of you. Okay, everybody but Bob, go home and get a good night's sleep. I want you sharp for tomorrow night. Bob, Pop's got some intricate tumblers for you to work on. Okay, Pop, he's all yours. You
See, kid, these here new systems on the big jobs have just a little bit more to them. I'll show you.
Oh, no point in waiting for Bob. He may be a while.
I wanted to talk to you, Gil.
What about?
I want you to count me out for a few days.
Why?
I want to get married.
Forget it.
What are you talking about?
This is a tough business, Rick. You got to keep your mind on your work. No time for vine-covered cottages.
Oh, now, just a minute. I go out and do a heist for you. That doesn't give you the right to run my life. What are you doing to Rick?
Oh. Guess I lost my temper. Sorry, Rick. And you talk about being smart.
All right, Fred. The alarm will be at the top of the door. Be sure you gag it before going in. The watchman goes out for coffee in half a minute. We're having the ill. You're late. You're supposed to be the one in charge.
I just wanted to tell you. After tonight, I quit. I'm getting married.
What? After what I told you?
Nobody's going to run my life for me. Even you.
Okay, Rick, maybe I made a mistake. You want out? Get out.
That's the way I figure it.
I'm gonna give you a break, kid. You don't have to work tonight.
Guys will need me.
Bob can handle it, can't you, kid?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you better get going. It's time.
So long, Rick. I'll see you. So we did things like we planned, and here I am not like we planned.
Oh, you're right. You're not much help.
Tough.
But you could help.
How?
Well, chances are this Gil doesn't know that you've been arrested. That means he'll try and contact you by phone.
Then I could let the cops know where I was meeting him. That it? Nothing doing. I'm no good, maybe, but I'm not going to do that to Gil.
I thought you'd like to see this, Bart. Thanks, Bill. I'll wait outside. And this friend of yours, what's his name?
You spell his name. I won't say it's the same guy.
Maybe you will change your mind after what you're about to see.
What am I about to see?
Nothing very pretty. Nothing very pretty at all, Bob. All right, let's go. A patrol car was cruising out on Route 77 this evening. They spotted a convertible off the road. They stopped to investigate, and this is what they found.
Rick.
He's got 3 bullet holes in his chest. Some honeymooner, Bob.
Tell me what you want me to do.
There was only one thing for Bob to do, and that was to go home and sit tight until Gil contacted him. And as it turned out, he didn't have but 12 hours to wait.
Hello? Yeah, Gil. Vathis place. Sure. I'll be there. Hello? Give me Bart Matthews.
Hey, Bob.
Hiya, kid.
Gil, what are you doing here? Thought you were supposed to meet me at Vathis place.
Changed my plans. You mind?
No. No, of course not. Where's the truck?
Let's go.
It was a good plan, but there was only one thing wrong. No one had anticipated that Gil Wells would change his mind. Every patrol car was alerted to investigate trucks fitting the description they had been given of Wells' truck. Meanwhile, Bob Carter would be on his own.
Just a hotel room, kid. Why so much interest?
I'm not sure. It's just that you've always been so secret about yourself. I guess I was interested to see how you lived.
Make me sound like a pretty important guy. The fact is, you are the only one who knows where I live.
Gil, why did you pick me up near the house?
Oh, I guess I was interested to find out about the job last night. How it went.
You got the money, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the money. Wasn't any trouble, was there?
No. No, there wasn't any trouble.
You're lying, kid. You're lying right through your teeth.
Why, you're crazy, Gil.
Fred's big brother spent the night in the drunk tank. He saw them book you. Baseball outfit and all.
Okay, so I didn't want to bother you.
Give it to me straight, kid. How'd you get out of jail? The cops plan it that way?
They didn't have to plan it. After I saw what you did to Rick, I'd have come here myself.
Rick got out of line. When guys get out of line in this business, you have to take care of them.
You're just like my football coach. That's what I always said, wasn't it? How wrong can a guy get?
Gil Wells, this is the police. We found your truck down the alley, traced it to you. Come out with your hands up.
Now give me the key to this door.
Not yet.
What do you intend doing? Giving me a wedding present, too?
I'm walking out of here right behind you.
I'm not moving.
Like you said, I'm not your football coach. You've got 10 seconds to change your mind. 1, 2.
First it was Jenny.
3.
Then it was Rick and Betty.
4.
Now me.
5.
How many more lives you wrecked?
6.
How many more people cry themselves to sleep at night because of you?
7. 8. 9. I sure taught you good. At least your coach and I have one thing in common.
Take him out.
And so, with the capture of the other youths, one of the nation's most unique crime rings was brought to an end. Gil Wells was convicted of the murder of Rick Martin and subsequently executed. As for Bob Carter, he is just finishing a sentence in a juvenile correction institution. Now qualified to earn an honest living, he will soon be paroled to his mother and sister. He has received his master mechanic's license, a much better use for skilled hands. The case you have just seen was brought to a fair and just conclusion through the efforts of a public defender. Public Defender Leslie E. Still, City of Long Beach, California, and his staff for outstanding achievement in the cause of justice.